Good morning students. Today we will explain about the boiler feed water and give its specifications. Some boiler problems, they are scale and sludge formation, priming, foaming, carryover, boiler corrosion and caustic embrittlement. Firstly, we will discuss about the boiler troubles. Water finds a great use in various industries for generation of steam in boilers. Generally, boilers are used in industries to generate steam, which in turn is used to generate power and heat. Thus, boiler is a device to generate steam. The following are of the boiler troubles that arises: priming and foaming, caustic embrittlement, boiler corrosion, scale and sludge formation. First of all, we will discuss about the priming and foaming. So, we know that what is the meaning of priming? When a boiler is steaming rapidly, some particles of the liquid water are carried along with the steam. This process of wet steam formation is called priming. Next one, priming is caused by presence of large amount of dissolved solids, high steam velocities, sudden boilings, improper boiler design, sudden increase in steam production rate. This is the prevention of boiler troubles. Maintaining low water level, using softened water, fitting mechanical steam purifier and blow down of the boilers. Next one is the foaming. Foaming is a phenomenon of formation of foam or bubbles on the surface of water inside the boiler, with the result that the foam may pass along with the steam. Causes of foaming: presence of large quantity of suspended impurities and lower of the surface tension providing foam. Prevention against foaming: adding anti-foaming chemicals like castor oil, removing oil from boiler water by adding compounds like sodium aluminate. Blow down of the boiler can prevent the foaming. Next, disadvantage of priming and foaming. Priming and foaming may causes the following boiler troubles. The actual height of the boiler is not judged. Wastage of heat, with the result that it becomes difficult to keep up steam pressure and efficiency of the boiler is lowered. Next one is the caustic embrittlement. This is the major problem for boilers. Caustic embrittlement is a term used for the appearance of cracks inside the boiler, partially of those places which are under stress, such as rivets joints, due to the high concentration of alkali, leading to the failure of the boilers. It's called caustic embrittlement. Reason: the boiler feed water containing carbonates and bicarbonates of alkali mixture. This is the reaction of sodium carbonate react with water and convert the sodium hydroxide and CO2. Precipitation of NaOH make the boiler water caustic. Sodium hydroxide containing water flow into the small pits and minutes here cracks present on the inner wall of the boilers. This is the next reaction. Iron react with sodium hydroxide and convert into the sodium ferrate, and hydrogen gas is removed. The cracking of the boiler occurs particularly at stressed by parts or like bends, joints, rivets. It causes the failure of the boilers. Next, when preventive of the caustic embrittlement of boilers, by adding of Na2C, SO4, tannin, etc. boilers water, which blocks here. By using sodium phosphate as the softening agent instead of sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is a hardness causing substance. Disadvantage of caustic embrittlement: the cracking or weakening of the boiler metal causes failure of the boilers. Next one, boiler corrosion. Boiler corrosion is a decay of boiler material by chemical or electrochemical attack by its environment. It is called boiler corrosion. Reason of the boiler corrosions are dissolved oxygen, dissolved CO2, dissolved SO2, acids from dissolved salts. First, dissolved oxygen. Dissolved oxygen at high temperature attack the boiler's materials like iron react with water and oxygen and convert the ferrous hydroxide. Ferrous hydroxide further react with oxygen and the convert into ferric oxide. Removal of oxygen by adding calculating quantity of sodium sulfate like hydrazine, sodium sulfite. This is the sodium sulfide Na2SO4 react with SO2 and convert into the Na2SO4. Hydrazine N2H4 react with oxygen and N2 is released. Next, dissolved CO2. Dissolved CO2 has slow corrosive effect on the materials of boiler plates or boiler troubles. So, sources of CO2 into water, the boiler feed water which contains bicarbonates. Under the high temperature and pressure maintained in the boiler, bicarbonates decompose into carbonates and produce CO2. Calcium bicarbonate convert into calcium carbonate and CO2 plus water. Magnesium bicarbonate convert into magnesium hydroxide and CO2. The disadvantage of CO2 is slow corrosive effect on boiler plates by producing carbonic acid. Next, removal of CO2 by the addition of calculating quantity of ammonia. Ammonium hydroxide react with CO2 and ammonium bicarbonate and H2 is removed. Next is acids from dissolved salts. MgCl2 react with water and magnesium hydroxide form. This iron react with the HCl and convert into the ferric chloride. Ferric chloride further react with H2 and ferrous hydroxide form. Ferrous hydroxide convert into the ferric oxide. Next, prevention of boiler corrosion. Softening of boiler water to remove MgCl2 from the water. Addition of corrosion inhibitors like sodium silicate, sodium phosphate and sodium chromate. Sludge and scales formation in the boilers. Water evaporate continuously and concentrated reaches saturated points. They have precipitate on the upper inner wall of boilers.